Games industry veteran Jeff Minter is more prolific now than at any period in his career since the early 1980s, and we've got iOS to thank for that. Few other platforms would support such regular doses of his unique brand of retro-scented whimsy, but it seems Minter is more creatively fulfilled than ever, with GoatUp arriving just 2 months after the superb deflex. It's typically esoteric Minter fare. You play a nanny goat that has to raise a family, literally. With the screen constantly scrolling, you need to make her jump to higher platforms, kissing billy goats along the way to initiate fecundity, before actualizing it, in the game's words, by munching the grass spread across each platform. Once you have a kid, it'll follow your every move, and you can earn more to form a deadly tail which can knock out patrolling enemies. One hit with the nanny, however, and one of your brood will be sacrificed, so you can continue your ascent. As you climb, the environments change, and the mechanics are slightly tweaked. The second level introduces weapons to temporarily turn the tables on the marauding nasties. Another stage sees you encounter manic miner sprites as platforms slowly crumble under hoof. The next stage introduces bridges. Sprint across these and they'll explode, providing a hefty point bonus, but leaving a huge gap below. Fall off the bottom of the screen and it's game over, or rather, goat over. Minter's typically rudimentary presentation is as charming as ever, and with less of the obfuscatory visual flourishes that can occasionally irritate. The title screen is completely static, while the main menu looks like it's been programmed in BASIC. Random text appears as you uncover objects in the grass from grazing, and the legend "Congratulations" flashes up when a new kid is born. Since GoatUp is a Minter game, it's impossible to gauge whether the misspelling is deliberate or not, but either way, it's one of many amusing touches. Occasionally, your grass-chomping exploits will reveal icons from Minter's other iOS games, along with text pleas to play them. In-game advertising can often seem insidious, but here the blatant self-promotion is all part of the fun. What most impresses about GoatUp is how well it controls. The default setup sees you tilt your iOS device of choice to move in that direction, while touching the screen makes your ruminant avatar jump. The goat may be a little skittish, which means it takes a bit more getting used to than the slightly simpler doodle jump, but it's more flexible, as holding your finger or thumb down on the screen affects the height of the leap. The alternative controls are possibly even better, with 2 options for lefties and righties. You simply shift the weight of a single constantly depressed finger or thumb on the side of the screen, and tap the other side to jump. It's wonderfully responsive, and works like a charm. Your time with GoatUp may be fleeting, but you probably won't regret a single second you spend with it. And if it means Minter can bring us another weird and wonderful iOS game before the year is out, then we're more than happy to lay down the price of a Magnum for the privilege.